Welcome to the Novena to St. Francis of Assisi, Day 8. My name is Brother Alexis Pugnolo, and I am the translator of the collected works of St. Francis in the English language. It was published by Franciscan Archive in 2006, and this is the updated version. And through a link on the show page, you can find out where you can get a copy of all his writings. St. Francis was not illiterate, as some people suppose. It's about 200 pages of his writings in this book, which are all full of great spiritual insight and great Christian wisdom. Here on the 8th day, we'll do his admonitions on love, and on the how we should honor Christ's servants. So chapter 24 on true love. Blessed is the servant who would love his own brother as much as when he is infirm, to the point that he cannot repay him, as when he is healthy, who can repay him. So this is a great test of love. If you have a loved one, a family member, when they're so sick they're confined to bed, do you visit them? Do you help them prepare their meals? All of us have probably been sick in bed sometime in our life. And maybe we are upset that no one cared for us in our sickness. So this is when you have a sick relative, act the way you would want them to have acted when you are sick. And then how many of us have aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents in some home for the elderly, and no one visits them? You might even live in the same town with them. You visit them once a year. You should be visiting them on a weekly basis. I would say even a daily basis, the closest they are to you. Because who visits them? They're all forgotten there, and no one cares for them. And if you have true love in your family, you should at least do that. But this also extends to friends who have no one to care for them. Admonition 25, likewise on the same subject. Blessed is the servant who would so love and fear his own brother when he is far away from him, as when, for example, he is with him, and who would not say anything behind him which he cannot with charity say before him. So this is a good rule, not to let the absence of a fellow Christian be an occasion to speak ill of him or to backbite him. We should be as honest with another person, whether they're present or far. And if we truly love them, we are not going to fall into this horrible fault of being double-faced, friendly with them when they're in our presence, and unfriendly when they are away. And finally, chapter 26, that the servants of God should honor the clergy. Blessed is the servant who puts faith in the clerics who live rightly according to the manner of the Roman Church. And woe to those who despise them. For though they may be sinners, no one, however, ought to judge them, because God himself alone, the Lord, reserves it to himself to judge them. For as much as their administration is greater, which they have concerning the most holy body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, which they themselves receive and which they themselves alone minister to others, so much greater a sin have they who sin against them than against all other men in this world. So here's a timely and very rare kind of spiritual advice that you don't hear much anymore. A priest who lives rightly according to the laws of the church, we should respect, we should honor, and we shouldn't offend, no matter how much kind of agreements or disagreements we have with them. And we certainly shouldn't speak ill of them, and we shouldn't set up our own criteria to judge him. Because without good priests, how can we receive the sacraments? Now for the 9th day of the Novena, I will complete the admonitions and give a little exhortation about the life of St. Francis. I hope you're interested in getting a copy of this book of St. Francis, at least for yourself or as a good Christmas gift. It's $15 if you live in the United States, and there's a link in the show page. God bless. Ave Maria.